Yes, sir, 2025 is over. And boys, and the 5 girls that watch this channel, it was crazy. From the dumbest trades in NBA history, I think we all know what I'm talking about, having a catcher hit the most home runs in an MLB season. So there are tons of stuff to review. Stick around. Before I start, I want to say I'm going to be focusing on the real sports. So no golf. WNBA. Okay, I'm sorry. That was probably a bad joke, but I'm going to stick to my area of expertise, so probably football, baseball, basketball, and a little hockey. I'm sorry if you're a fan of anything else, but that's really all I know and can even feel good about saying stuff about. If I missed something, which I know I will, make sure you leave in the comments. So watch to the end and then roast me in the comments. The sports recap starts in January of 2025. I know some of you might not think this really counts because it's kind of the 2024-2025 season, but it happened in 2025, so I'm counting it. The Commanders had an amazing season. Like, no one knew it was going to happen. They somehow beat the Buccaneers, and now we're playing the Lions. The Lions were supposed to make the Super Bowl. They had humongous expectations, and they were facing the Commanders, who have sucked for the past couple of years. And oh my gosh, the Lions got absolutely destroyed. They let Washington, D.C., the Redskins, come in to their stadium and beat them like this. And I'm sorry if you're a Lions fan. This probably is really sad, but the Commanders really just manhandled them, and it was never really a game. I was actually in D.C. at the time, and people were screaming outside. Fireworks were going off, probably a couple tears. I didn't know if they were Lions fans or Commanders fans, but either way, it was a great game and one of my favorite upsets. And I am really sorry for your Lions fan, but as a Commanders fan, this was great. Now moving on to hockey. In February of 2025, they had the Four Nations face-off, which was 4 countries that played each other, and the championship game came down to Canada versus USA. And this was crazy. They absolutely fought. It was basically just fighting. It wasn't even a hockey game. They had 3 fights go down in the first 9 seconds. 9 seconds and 3 fights. It was crazy. Canada ended up beating USA in overtime, which was sad, but that wasn't the worst thing that happened in February.
This is the worst moment in the history of my life. This is ridiculous. This is crazy, man. We went to the NBA Finals. Why are we trading the best player, the franchise player? How are we trading the franchise player? You went to the NBA Finals. He's supposed to have a statue. Hell yeah. He's supposed to have a statue.
We all know about the Luka Doncic trade. It's absolutely crazy. I still remember what I was doing exactly, which was working out, when I found out. I blinked and then I stopped what I was doing and I went and I scoured the internet for about 20 minutes to find out if it was real or not, because I could not believe it. My favorite team is the Wizards, but since they kind of suck, I have a backup team, and that's the Mavericks. And that's because I liked Luka so much, I was willing to just root for that team. And my least favorite player is Anthony Davis. So that trade really went well for me. I was not a fan of this trade. I can't believe the Mavericks would backstab him. He really gave all he had for this team, and they just backstabbed him without any questions. Nico Harrison, I don't know what he was thinking. He didn't even talk to the owner or anyone. He just made this trade, which is why he is fired right now and will never work for an NBA team again and will live in infamy. But anyway, anything you guys want to say about the Luka trade, say it in the comments. I don't know what else to say. It was a bad trade, and it was genuinely sad to see it happen, but he's actually making the Lakers really good, so you guys are lucky, Lakers fans. Also this year in April, Alex Ovechkin broke the record for the most goals ever scored.
Try to force it to him if he's open. Here is Ovechkin, shoots, he scores! He scores!
Beat Wayne Gretzky and is now officially the GOAT, debatably. Insane to watch him play, especially since he plays for my favorite team, the Capitals, and this was just a great moment. They took like a 30-minute break in between the game just to celebrate him. And this guy is also pretty old for the NHL, so to see him still scoring, that's great. I'm just going to announce the championship winners right now and get it out of the way. The Dodgers beat the Blue Jays in the World Series. The Thunder beat the Pacers in the NBA Finals. The Eagles finally stopped the Chiefs from winning Super Bowls in February, roughly. Panthers beat, I don't know who, but they won the Stanley Cup. The Florida Gators won the March Madness, and for college football, the Ohio State Buckeyes won. And for the WNBA, I'm kidding. I don't know who won the WNBA championship. Who does? But I know it wasn't Caitlin Clark. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. That is the last WNBA joke. I'm done. We also had an insane NBA draft. The Dallas Mavericks had a 1.8% chance of getting the first pick. And, of course, they did. And they drafted the generational...
Mavericks select Cooper Flagg.
Well, at least I hope he's generational talent. Cooper Flagg, who was only 18. He just turned 19 the other day. That is crazy. And he is averaging 20 points a game, basically, already. Give him a couple years to develop, and he's going to be the main face in the NBA if he isn't already. And that is just probably rigged that the Mavericks got the pick. It almost made it so Nico Harrison didn't get fired, but he still did, and he deserves it. But this year we also had the best World Series since 2019 in the Nationals. They went to a Game 7, the Blue Jays versus the Dodgers, and oh my gosh. They waited till the top of the 9th inning with only 2 outs before they tied it again with this massive home run. There were some debatable calls, but this game was crazy. That could have ended the World Series right there, but it didn't. And then this play with the bases loaded. Andy freaking Pages came out of the middle of nowhere, bumped his teammate to the ground, and made this amazing catch to send the World Series into even more extras. Till Will Smith hit this home run that is on screen right now, and, the rest is history. I don't even like the Dodgers, but they deserve to win it. I'm going to be honest. This is not sports news, but I'm still going to explain it. Taylor Swift got engaged to Travis Kelce. That was a big thing of 2024, I think, and 2023 of them being boyfriend and girlfriend. They finally, closed the deal. Not yet officially, but they are going to get married, theoretically. Now we don't have to worry about that. And no one even focuses on the Chiefs anymore, so we're also good because that Taylor Swift stuff wasn't. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to pause the video. Don't worry, I don't have any sponsors. I hope you guys are enjoying because I don't make any money or anything from this. So I'm purely doing this for your guys' enjoyment. And I just realized what time it is, and I've been editing for like 4 or 5 hours, and I'm getting tears in my eyes because I've been staring at a screen so long. So I don't ask anything of you besides that you make sure you leave a like and consider subscribing. If you do, I much appreciate it. I'll make more videos for you. Next up is awards. My first award goes to the best play of 2025, in my opinion, Bulls, Lakers, Josh Giddey. Okay, so the Bulls are down by 5, and they inbound. This guy makes a 3, so now they're only down by 2. LeBron's inbounding. Josh Giddey gets the block, passes it out, and swishes the 3, which means they're up by 1. So all the Bulls fans are celebrating, and they think it's crazy. But then Austin Reeves scores this layup to take the lead. And now all the Bulls fans are like, oh no, they came back after the Bulls came back. But just watch this play.
Seconds left. Giddey for the win. Go! My God! I cannot believe this. Elizabeth, I'm coming, baby. Oh, Lord. Improbable. Same team. You better embrace them. Get your tickets. Buy them. This is a special team. Oh, Lord.
I generally don't know what the announcer was doing in that last clip, but that's besides the point. And I don't know why I like this play this much, but it's just the way they come back, and then the other team comes back, and then they just shoot a half-court shot and swishes. I wish I was at this game. Absolutely crazy. The person who signed the highest contract of 2025 is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on OKC for $285 million. Absolutely crazy, but, if you're winning finals, you can do that. And the worst team in 2025, I'm just going to say it, in my personal opinion, feel free to argue in the comments, but the New York Jets. I was happy that they got Justin Fields, but they absolutely can't do anything. They're horrible to watch, and their franchise is just cursed. I don't want to waste any energy on this, and I think the Jets are the worst team, but there are some pretty bad teams out there, so I'm going to keep it open. Other things that happened, Clayton Kershaw retired. The person who hit the most home runs in the MLB this year was a catcher, and that doesn't really happen, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, that's my list of sports for 2025, and also I'm losing my voice, so I'm going to go, but make sure you subscribe and like, and I hope you enjoy.